They might be a humbling looking dish, but these garlicky infused mushrooms are so sensational. And if you're making a roast or roast chicken or even a meatloaf for your holiday table, I think these would be a great addition. And they would also be a fantastic vegetarian alternative because we're cooking them whole and they're so meaty and juicy and so full of flavor. I think you'll really love them. And you don't have to just use this recipe around the holidays, of course. These are mushrooms I make all year long and they're perfection. I'm using baby bellas or cremini mushrooms. I cut the stem off and I clean them as much as I can with a wet paper towel or like a kitchen towel. I don't like to run my mushrooms underwater, otherwise they become really, really spongy and they lack good texture. So make sure you wipe them off really good. And I just keep them whole. I'm just using little baby ones and I keep them whole because it just gives that like really abundant presentation. You can cut some of the bigger ones in half if you want to. I'm gonna do them whole. I've got a large skillet. To that skillet, I'm gonna add extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna start with good flavor from the off. I'm gonna add my mushrooms in. These are gonna cook. I'm gonna do them capside down. Not that it matters because it really doesn't. And I'm gonna give them a head start. These are gonna start cooking for about, I would say about 7 to 10 minutes. You need them to begin to brown. You need them to begin to cook down. I'm actually gonna add some salt now to help draw out that moisture. And then in the meantime, I'm going to finely chop a lot of garlic. I'm talking like 5-6 cloves. It's a good amount, but I want it to be really garlicky. I want that garlic to be like very present. So I'm gonna go ahead and give these garlic cloves a fine little mince. They look stunning. I'm gonna add a dab of butter, a whole lot of garlic, because that's where they're gonna get their garlickiness from. Pinch of hot pepper flakes if you like a bit of heat, which I do. Oh, and they already smell sensational. Get that butter melting. Just cook this until the butter's fully melted. The garlic is nice and fragrant. It only takes about a minute or so. I like to also add just like a touch of white wine because I feel like it gives you really, really good balance because cremini mushrooms are so meaty. I feel like a little balance is good, but you can leave that out if you want to. A touch more salt. A good bit of parsley. Look at them. They are just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love me a bit of mushrooms. This kind. And then just, again, more balance. And that's it. That is it. That's all she wrote, folks. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? Put these on a nice platter or in a bowl. And they're sensational. I got a knife and fork here. This kind of knife. The texture is sublime. I'm going to show it to you. See that? Got a little bit of that garlicky goodness. They smell so good. The best mushrooms ever. The best mushrooms ever. If you're doing steaks, make these. Maybe cut them a little bit smaller so that you can spoon them on a steak. They are unreal. Fantastic. You can even serve them as an appetizer with a bunch of skewers on there. It would be heavenly. I'll have the recipe ready for you on the site, which is also linked down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.